Kiambu Township Primary School, where we are presenting sets of musical equipment to various schools in my constituency. And we are very, very happy to do this because we are doing this in the spirit of embracing the CBC curriculum. We realize that our children may be very good academically, but they could even be better in terms of the talents that their God-given talents that they have. And we would like to expose them to as many opportunities as we can. And this is one of the opportunities that we want to expose them, the music. Because today we have been amazed. The first thing I did was to procure for them recorders. And they have been having recorders only after they came back to school after COVID. And I was amazed about the presentations that have been done here today by our children. They have already started to master how to play recorders. So I am very, very sure that these instruments that we have presented, in 1 year's time, some of our kids will have become experts in playing these instruments. And we know there are many people who are benefiting today, not because they excelled academically, but because they realize that they have a talent that they have been given by God and they have exploited it. Right from our runners, our performers, our musicians, they have used that God-given talent to make a living out of it. It reminds me that the other day, Eric Omondi, who is a well-known comedian in the country, camped at the entrance of Parliament demanding for more airtime in our television stations. He is an artist who have relied on the talents that he has to make a living. So this is what we want to show our children.
This is about talent. When music is, you remember we used to have music class, during the last set of. Before 844, it was also 844. We used to have music, and that's where now we tap. This is going to help the kids so much, because if the kid is not doing very well, or you tap the kid's talent when they are still very young, it's going to help him or her just to set himself going forward to his talent than going forward with the books. Maybe is not doing very well.
And our teachers have agreed, have attested to this, that even the children who are not performing well, once they start performing well in music, they get self-confidence, and this starts to reflect even in their academic performance. So I'm very, very happy today, and I will also thank our donors, because this equipment have been donated to us by an organization called the Giving Exchange. I really want to thank them, because this will go a long way in improving the academic standards of our children, in improving the confidence levels of our children, and in recognizing and advancing the talents of our children.
Also to have some part of the theory, we are working with the teachers first to do the theory part of it, so that you cannot just introduce an instrument just like that without teaching the theory. So what we are trying to do with the connection of with the connection of the teachers and the Mheshimiwa is all about coming together and trying to find this project working from the grassroots. We must have teachers. We must have teachers to train them.
We have started with 8 schools, but our plan is to make sure that each of our schools will get eventually a set of musical instruments, so that each school can have its own band and can have its own music classes. Apart from the music instruments, we are starting an array of activities, various activities in our schools to expose the talents of our children. Next term, we are starting dance classes, where our children will be taught different types of dances across the world, salsa, jazz music, and all that. We are going to, even traditional dances, we are going to teach our children all that. Also, we have started lessons in Kung Fu in our schools. Several of our schools are already learning that. We have built basketball pitches in many of our schools and long tennis pitches, and we are going to continue doing that, so that eventually all schools get that. We have also started doing swimming pools. We have already done swimming pool in one of the areas, in one of the schools, and it is going to be shared by several schools who can be having their swimming lessons in that schools. So we have really embraced the spirit of the CBC curriculum, because we know it is going to help our children.